Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a... Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Pulled in at the 24. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
T-minus 1 day till the Nola sweater limited time is gone for good. $34.99, link in the top of the description. Don't let that shop get it. Read me, and I'll follow you. I hope you enjoy.
Bailey now kicking away after the touchdown.
Damn it, dude. I'm waiting for this. I don't care what anyone says. I'm waiting until someone gets over this. Yeah, my guy Chuck. Let's go. My guy. Yeah, my guy Chuck. Ooh, my guy. Oh,
What's all the noise?
I like it. Cute noises. What happened, buddy?
Jets offense coming up now to start the next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about
He looks like an upside-down house.
down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier.
You have no clue what I'm talking about.
SpongeBob, when he goes to
There might be a more link. The map is confusing. I appreciate that. That was perfect timing. You walked over right when I came over.
Gets us
Great.
midfield.
Ooh, I haven't done this task.
Give him
I like
12
that.
yards there. The Jets have it first.
I think they like this drive.
What do we got to do here? We got to do an
Running
outfit?
game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went
Oh,
3 and out.
that's funny, Joe. That's funny. That task is funny. I like that. Oh, you can go up here too.
Back-to-back good
My
plays.
guy.
On the
No,
move on
no, where
first
you think
down.
you're going?
From the midfield
Ah,
stripe,
good, Joe. I'm yours. I was following you. Oh, hey, John. Thank you. Oh, I like this John guy. I like the, yeah, I'm back, Jill. What's up, bitch? Oh, you son of a. When will it come over? When will it come over? When will it be here? When? I will wait forever for that day.
You think just because you're the birthday bitch that you're gonna get away with this murder?
I'll have you know that I left before with Junkyard.
Okay, dude. It's not Kate. They were with me for ages. It's not Kate. Oh, you're so wrong.
Okay,
You're so wrong. They were standing for like a solid minute. You're so wrong.
Is that both? Is that
No, you didn't.
Hey,
Fight time to kill someone. Hey, here we go.
5 yards down to the
I
10.
do some records right here. Oh, hold on. I gotta put them in here. So many records to do. File all of these. The records. If I don't do them, who will know where what is? In alphabetical order. Chronological
After the pickup of
years.
5, here's
Good.
second
Oh,
and 5.
deluxe. Running. Oh no. Oh no, I have this task.
And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up. It's the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I have no clue how to do this task. I was just having
For the
fun.
first and goal.
We were the only two in the laundry room, right?
I don't know.
How the hell did Noble get in with the door locked?
Oh.
Is there a vent in the laundry room? There is, in the bottom right.
Don't vote. Cheers, Deluxe. I know you're excited to vote because I didn't join Pixelmon. It's not me. I won't
Oh no.
That's it. We're staying for 80 seconds doing nothing. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it.
Second and goal.
Also, who knows how to do that save task? It's impossible.
And he's in.
Golden save. Hello, because I'm crew. Deluxe is struggling at the card swipe and doesn't realize the door is open already. He's by the pool. He's by the pool table. Oh my god.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert.
I don't know where Vitals is. I'm just kind of roaming still. I'm just kind of like
You don't know where Vitals is. You just check Vitals.
Right there. Each guy has his own
I'm
secret
describing his task.
that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, goodbye everybody. I don't know the task on this. Why do I keep getting imposter? I'm like, where am I?
I'm just happy I didn't have to do that save task.
Away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and
Ladders, I love the ladders. I love my ladders. Oh, wait, here you go. Alright.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Really struggling at that task. Oh, they don't know how to do this. They don't know how to do this task. They never played the map. Just watching noobs do You gotta go through 1 to 7. You gotta walk around and find 1, then you gotta go to 2, then you go to 3. Oh my god.
Young is defensive in front of me.
Okay, Tay, don't mute. How you do the task, okay, is you've gotta start. I can't. Oh man, I'm so mean. Oh, I gotta clear out the toilet. How do I do this one? Oh.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
What you cooking up there, bud?
No gain.
Wait, if you made a burger earlier, now you're back here doing that dance. It's a little weird, don't you think? You wanna kill me and Ben? You want me to taste your shoe? It's beautiful. Quite a fine meal, you busted up your shoe. Quite an enjoyable meal, sir. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Pick me up and share. Oh, it's Joe. Who would have guessed, folks? Deluxe, you know who it is. No, the body. Oh my gosh!
Yards into the end zone.
You win the game if you've overkilled.
And he'll be stopped right
It's not 50.
Alright, do we win?
We win? You won or two. I just voted for you and tied it. I gotta be honest, I told the complete truth and I still voted. I don't know if you guys, you don't fucking remember anything.
Yeah.
Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
I got some players on this young fellow. Let's see now. Oh, damn, this guy's blinging, dude. Damn, dude. Oh, damn, he got the drip. He got the drip. Oh, let's go. Shine, baby.
Come up on second and less than a yard.
Oh, there we go. We fixed her. We fixed her.
What the?
How to fix that leg? Hold on top. Oh, wait, I did it. Alright, I got to put this bug on the bottom.
Oh man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, 51 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
We got an onion. Onion. Oh, what a scrumptious burger we have. What a beautiful burger it is. Now, do I do my 2 tasks? I'll call a button. I'll call a button. Hey!
No one died during all that?
Oh, I should have done my fucking task instead. Alright, whatever.
Dude, I was just about to hit the button, too.
That was a long ass round. And it's head across. Yeah! I'm having so much fun right now. Yeah! Got this. Got this. And we got... You son of a... Obviously, I knew it was sidearms. I knew it was sidearms. It was so fucking obviously in. And here we go again. So start another game. Get the hang of it. Oh, later. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's Deluxe's rags, my guys. Come on, Deluxe. Absolute
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Whoa, that's a new kill animation. Yeah, that one was new. Absolute genius.
Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press.
Whoa, that's a new kill animation. Yeah, that one was new. I had not seen that kill animation before. I better get that in the video. Let's go. New kill animation. Wow, wasn't that awesome? Wasn't that great? Did not make dying so much more fun. think I have enough time to open up the Pokemon pack here, folks. I got nothing. Oh. Yeah. That's right. Woo, I'm scanning. Woo, I'm scanning. Woo.
Junk just came from a room that had a vent in it.
Whoa.
Doesn't have to do anything.
Whoa.
Come out, man.
It was like in that middle hallway where like you don't really have much
Whoa,
room.
I am standing on the security cameras as we speak. What are you talking about?
I didn't be on campus, but you know, we gotta get it on.
Oh my God! No harm, no foul. It's forget this ever
Your
happened.
voice was suspiciously high. Back to the kitchen I go. I don't know my task over here. Oh, the connection changes. All the way up here, you must be kidding me. That is awfully high for a man with very short arms. In fact, I don't have arms. I'm dirty. I'm fiercely dirty. I don't know why I'm so dirty. I'm just in here and I'm dirty as it. Thank you for interrupting my shower.
It looks like you stopped when we saw you, but didn't have the
That's enough for me.
Yeah, because I was like, holy.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try it wrong. This is Johnson. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1 yard line.
A lot of tasks
They went
to
to
do.
a nickel defense, and that's
Another
a
one up here?
to the goal line.
Oh my gosh.
The back into the end zone.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Chilled. Thanks, Chilled. Thanks for killing me, my dude. You started my task here. That was great. That was awesome. Oh, wow. Let's go. Good shit.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game.
Good job.
Good job.
This game back
Let's go. I got a pasta.
now as the kickoff's away.
Okay. If anyone wants to get this, I can take it so they can get over. That's my plan.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee.
I'm gonna get it. Man, nobody's going down this.
With the first down as they begin the drive.
Nice.
The formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again.
Oh man, man, oh man. Man, oh no, you won't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh man, ain't nobody getting this. Ain't nobody getting on this. This is mine, all mine. Nobody getting on it. Mine. My floaty team majig. Come and get on it. I got it. Yeah. Dumbass. Oh shit.
Able to fall on it, but look where
Man,
they
I'm
recovered. That's a
dead.
big
Oh, I died doing what I love.
On that play for them, wasn't there?
Hey guys, it's Ty here. If you like the video, leave a like. Let me know what you think of the video. And as always, I hope you enjoy it.
Looking for Harry. He is it out deep. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now is fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And take it right on the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Mostert. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Raheem Mostert, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Pokemon is a video game series that is very well designed. From the Pokemon themselves, to the characters, to the world, it's all done with a lot of thought and care, and that effort shines through, as there are tons of really interesting hidden details in Pokemon that are easy to miss, but deserve to be appreciated, and that is what we're talking about today. So let's dive right into 10 amazing hidden details in the Pokemon games. This first one was actually brought to my attention by a viewer of mine by the name of Tom Amit, so shout out to them for this. But Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire have a rather fitting theme to their names that can be easily glossed over. The prefixes of their names, Omega and Alpha, are Greek letters, which were likely put in place because it matches the other pair of Gen 6 titles, X and Y, also being named after letters, something that would be pretty easy to miss if you're not brushed up on the Greek alphabet. Moving on, did you know that you've probably traveled through a couple different versions of the Cerulean Cave and haven't even noticed it? That's because the layout of the Cerulean Cave was actually changed from Pokemon Red and Green to the International Red and Blue, and then was changed again for Pokemon Yellow, but then was changed back to the original Red and Green layout in the Fire Red and Leaf Green remakes, and then was changed again when it appeared in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where it basically became a combination of the original layout and the one from Yellow, which can all easily not be noticed if you're not paying pretty close attention. A little while ago, I did a video on times when Pokemon got very adult, so check that out if you haven't yet, and this next point is something that wasn't in that video, but very easily could have been. The original English translator of the Pokemon games, Nob Ogasawara, has a theory that Game Freak might have been making a dirty joke with the Pokedex order for Lickitung. Lickitung is naturally a Pokemon with a huge tongue that's all about licking, and its number in the Pokedex is 108. Well, as Nob puts it, 108 in Japanese reads as Hyakuhachi, and that rhymes with shakuhachi, a Japanese slang term for, well, fellatio, which is about as scientific and clean a way as I can put it, to be honest. To Nob's credit, though, the theory is pretty compelling, and adds just another notch to Lickitung's interesting track record of getting involved in these kinds of situations. One of my more favorite hidden details also concerns a Pokedex number, and that would have to do with the Gen 8 Pokemon Cufant. Cufant is a Steel type, and its Dex number is 878, which just so happens to be an area code for the city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is literally known as the Steel City. This one could be entirely coincidental, admittedly, but even if it is, it's still a really cool detail, and for all we know, it might actually be intentional, which would be a really nice touch on Game Freak's part. Another Galar Pokemon with a really nice hidden detail to it is Toxtricity. As one of the signature Pokemon of the region, you can imagine that a good amount of thought went into its creation, and one of the places where that shows is in its 2 forms. Toxtricity has 2 forms, an amped form and a low-key form. One of the differences between these 2 forms are the bumps on its chest, where the amped form has 6 and the low-key form has 4. These bumps are actually meant to represent the number of strings on a guitar, with 6 being the number of strings on a standard guitar and 4 on a bass guitar, which also coincides with the low-key form really well. The Pokedex actually hints at this, saying that Toxtricity sounds like the strumming of a guitar when it claws at these bumps, and overall it's just a really nice attention can certainly appreciate a lot. One interesting detail that is created thanks to a gap in translation has to do with the Lucky Egg. This item is super useful because when held, it increases the amount of experience your Pokemon receives, but there's a hidden element to this item that you may not know. Chansey, the Gen 1 Pokemon known for carrying around an egg, is literally named Lucky in Japanese, meaning that this is essentially meant to be Chansey's egg, which is pretty much confirmed as this item is also called the Lucky Egg in Japanese. So while it might be pretty straightforward in Japanese, it is something that does get lost in translation, and makes for a pretty cool detail once you put it back together. Yet another Dex number fact, and one of the coolest ones out there if I do say so myself, concerns Voltorb. Voltorb has the honor of being Pokemon number 100, and this definitely has a special meaning to it because Voltorb is also, of course, what is essentially a living Pokeball. And in Japan, there is something known as a Tsukumogami, which is an inanimate object that comes to life on its 100th birthday. Game Freak were clearly intentional with this Dex placement considering that Voltorb is also a living version of an inanimate object, and it's details like this that, at least to me, can really add a lot of value to a Pokemon like Voltorb, who otherwise might seem kind of mundane. Little details like this are what make Pokemon designs so fascinating to me, because it really just goes to show how much thought and creativity has been put into them. Another case in point is Makuhita. Shiny Pokemon are kind of a big deal, as they are one.
Would you not windows down? Pull over to the side, please.
There are no doors for windows.
Stop reaching, motherfucker. Pull the goddamn car over.
They didn't pull over. I will get out of the car. I can't even start it.
Get back in the car.
I can't start the car.
I'll try. Back in the car.
I can't start the car.
What's an F2 muscle? Show me where the F2 muscle is on your body.
So I found the F2 muscle on my body. I am very sorry. I slipped.
What the f?
I slipped, dude. My muscles spasmed, bro.
Wait, Guy, you might have a car. Check on your phone.
Oh my god, dude, I have a car, bro. What the f, dude?
Oh my god.
That garage number 3, dude. This whole time I had a car, dude. Oh my.
No.
Oh, Chapman, shit. What do I do? I got so excited about the car, man.
911.
Okay. Yeah, hi, this is Kai, fun guy. I killed my friend. It was an accident. Please come. Don't worry, Chapman. We're gonna get you fixed up. We've seen the paramedics a lot, huh?
Yes, Kai, because you fucking can't keep your hands to yourself. You've knocked out 2 people in fucking 1 hour.
That's right. I'm building a reputation in this place. People are gonna know not to fuck with Kai. Tell you that.
They're coming. Oh. And they're gone. And then this lady's trying to run me over.
Excuse me, ma'am. Don't run over Mr. Chapman.
Oh my god!
What is the number for the police? Oh, don't worry, Mr. Chapman. I'm just going to play some Raid while we wait for the ambulance, dude. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This episode of Kai Fun Guy is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends. Millions of players, dozens of tough bosses, but its heart and soul are its beautiful and sometimes scaly champions. And guess what? They've introduced an entirely new playable faction. Get ready to meet the brand new Shadowkin. The Shadowkin are shrouded in mystery, hailing from the furthest reaches of the eastern continent. It's believed that they've been under brutal heel of the demon spawn for the last several hundred years. Damn those demon spawn, dude. Only in the past few months have they overthrown Siroth's yoke and revealed themselves to the other factions. Are they honorable? Totally, dude. Evil? Not anymore. Are they good? Only time will tell, dude. This faction is just getting started, so come and meet the new arrivals to Raid. As you guys already know, Raid is already packed with tons of content like the clan boss battles, arena PvP, and dungeons. And don't forget that sick Doom Tower, dude. Also, Raid just had its 2-year anniversary, is doing a ton of events and tournaments to...
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got some space here. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47 yards.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Allen Robinson.
Celebrate. The schedule is jam-packed until the middle of April. You might also be able to get involved in the very first ever Clan versus Clan tournament, compete directly against other clans. They've also got a few more huge updates coming later this month, including a new Doom Tower rotation with 2 new tough bosses. There's never been a better time to pick up Raid and give it a try, so if you guys want to check it out, you get a huge head start. All you have to do is click that link down below in the description, and you'll get your free Epic Champion Jotun, who's amazing at the Doom Tower.
The 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 13.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field that brings up 3rd play. If you think about it right This is caught. 10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Caught out left side by Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Sorry.